Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the powerhouses of the body's internal machinery. I'm talking about the muscle tissue you don't even have to think about to keep you alive, smooth and cardiac muscle. Imagine a 65-year-old man walking into your ER, clutching his chest with crushing pain radiating to his jaw. That is a clinical emergency involving the most hard-working muscle in the human body. Dr. Sara, let's break down the mechanics behind that patient's heart and compare it to the silent work happening in his gut.
Gladly, Dr. Khan. For the boards, you absolutely must distinguish between the three types of muscle, but today we focus on the two involuntary types. While skeletal muscle is under somatic, voluntary control, cardiac and smooth muscle are under the autonomic nervous system. Starting with cardiac muscle, or the myocardium, remember its ID card characteristics. It's striated, just like skeletal muscle, but it's involuntary and the cells are branched with a single central nucleus.
The branching is key. I like to think of cardiac muscle as a high-performance engine where every cylinder is wired to fire in a perfect rhythmic sequence. It doesn't wait for a command from the brain to beat. It has that beautiful property of spontaneous rhythmic contraction. But here's the kicker. That engine needs constant fuel. In our 65-year-old patient, those coronary arteries, the fuel lines, were narrowed. When he was digging in the garden, the demand for fuel went up, but the supply couldn't keep up. That's angina. But why does this matter clinically when it turns into an infarction?
It matters because cardiac muscle, unlike some other tissues, is incredibly sensitive to ischemia. If that blood flow stops, the muscle degenerates and dies. That's your myocardial infarction. Now, a high-yield detail for exams is the intercalated disc. These are specialized junctions between cardiac cells that contain gap junctions. They allow the electrical impulse to spread rapidly, ensuring the heart contracts as a single unit, or a functional syncytium. If you see intercalated discs on a histology slide, you are looking at the heart, period.
Exactly. It's like a doctor of choice level of precision in cellular communication. Now, let's pivot to the unsung hero of the internal organs, smooth muscle. If the heart is a high-pressure pump, smooth muscle is more like a sophisticated plumbing system. You find it in the walls of your blood vessels, your bladder, and throughout your digestive tract. It's not striated, hence the name smooth, and the cells are spindle-shaped. Dr. Sara, how does the board want students to visualize smooth muscle action?
The boards love the word peristalsis. In the gut tube, smooth muscle is often arranged in circular and longitudinal layers. The circular fibers contract in a wave, milking the contents forward, while the longitudinal fibers shorten the tube. Unlike the heart's rapid-fire rhythm, smooth muscle contraction is slow and sustained. In storage organs like the bladder or uterus, the fibers are more irregularly interlaced to allow for massive expansion and then a forceful, slow expulsion of contents. I love the toothpaste tube analogy for peristalsis. You squeeze the back of the tube to move the paste toward the nozzle. It's a coordinated, involuntary wave. But let's ask again, why does this matter clinically? Well, consider blood vessels. The smooth muscle there is arranged circularly. When it contracts, the vessel narrows, vasoconstriction. When it relaxes, it dilates. This is how your body controls blood pressure and shunts blood to where it's needed most. If those smooth muscles in the arterioles didn't respond to the sympathetic nervous system during shock, our 65-year-old patient wouldn't be able to maintain enough pressure to keep his brain perfused. That's a great point, Dr. Khan. To add an academic layer, let's talk about triggers.